Hey, hopefully we're live and we're on for a chat. See how everybody's doing out there. I know in the US we've got a winter storm moving through. So I'm just gonna check here. Okay. So it looks like it came up pretty easy for me this time. That's great. And we're just on. Maybe we can pick a card or two. There's a lot going on in the world. So we could do that. We could read on ourselves. Looks like we've got two of you on. So, all right, I'm not planning these as usual. Just do them when I have a moment or when I feel good. And then we jump on and see what happens. Let's just start off by picking some cards. Why not? So, I've got a Daily Crystal Inspiration deck here. Let's pick a couple of these for us. Hopefully my volume's okay. What do we have for us? Anybody listening? So let me know if you're in the path of the storm, if you are in the US, or what's going on in your country. We have Malachite. It's time to transform. Interesting. With Jade. Wow, two green stones here. Jade, be the bigger person. So it's time to transform a situation by being the bigger person. So sometimes that means leaving the situation or doing what's right. Let's pick some more cards with this. Hang on. Let's do the magical unicorns. This is a kid deck, but hey, I'm a kid. All right, what do we have with this? Doesn't look like anybody's on, so that's all right. Hopefully somebody will listen to the replay. Just be yourself. You're a great person. Enjoy being yourself. Next to it's time to transform. It's time to transform out of all of the expectations that others have of you, how they think you should be, how they think you should act, what they think you should be doing. It's time to transform back to yourself. Who are you really? What are you here for? What are you here to do? And then we have finish what you've started. You've started something important and now it's time to complete it. Coming after, be the bigger person and finish what you've started. You started something important. So if it's a relationship or a situation where it says it's time to transform, be the bigger person, what's important that needs to be completed? Does this relationship need to be completed? The situation? Hey, Alwyn, we're just on chatting and who knows? Anything goes. So finish that situation up. Maybe it needs to end, or maybe the dynamics going on need to end. So right now I'm just doing oh, looks like we have a few on. I'm just doing a read for all of us, anybody listening or anybody listening to the replay. So if anybody's got questions they want me to read on, let me know. I'm getting out the nature deck to go with this. We have autumn, harvest, and sow next to just be yourself. And we have palm tree, fly past lessons coming up after finish what you started. Okay, so harvest and sow. I feel like we're being harvested and sowed here. So come back to yourself. You are what's important. You are everything you need to be. You have everything you need. You're a great person. Enjoy being yourself. It says it's time to transform back to that, to transform into being the bigger person, your unlimited self, not the definitions or the constraints or the whatever that people have put you in. So then we have apply past lessons after finish what you've started. You started something important and now it's time to complete it. So if it's a relationship or a situation, it's time to use what's happened in the past. Okay, do I see a repeating pattern here? Is this the same old, same old? Let's wrap these things up. Okay, let me put a couple tarot cards here and then I'll get to the questions. Looks like we got a couple coming through. Thank you. Um, let's see. How is everyone doing? I asked earlier, but I don't know if anybody was on yet. What's going on in your area? Are you getting hit from the storm? Is there something else happening? Your country, your area? All right, we've got Six of Pentacles reversed, Page of Wands, Ace of Cups reversed, Chariot, Four of Cups, interesting. Judgment card reversed, interesting. I am a divine spark. Hi, and hi, Kayla. Six of Pentacles reversed under harvest and sow. So again, I felt like they've been harvesting us, harvesting our abundance. It's like the Lucian kind of thing with the Six of Pentacles reversed, creating uneven situations, give and take relationships that are out of balance, financial situations that are out of balance, working jobs that don't pay enough, all these things. We're not harvesting. We're being harvested and sown. So we're going to flip this right side up, claim the right side of that card, where what we've done is now coming back to us, the good, what we deserve, what we should have financially, relationship wise, and otherwise. We're not accepting karma and that crap. Just be yourself. You're a great person. Enjoy being yourself. With Page of Wands sitting under that. It's interesting that Just Be Yourself card has a little kid on it. And the Page of Wands is a little kid. Come back to your child center, your innocent self. What did you want when you were a child? Who are you? Who are you as a spirit? Why are you here? Come back to that. This other stuff's all nonsense. Malachite, it's time to transform. We have Ace of Cups under it, which is a pretty positive card, even being reversed. This is being re-inspired by spirit and being able to move into something brand new, but it's time to transform. Feels like maybe some of this stuff's got to be let go of before we can bring this in. So let's flip this ace right side up. New things that are fulfilling for us are coming in and rewarding and emotionally satisfying. Chariot card coming under be the bigger person, steer the ship. You're in charge of your journey. Your spirit is in charge. Choose that. Everything's working in my favor. I'm on my path of favor. I'm on my path of spirit, not on a matrix script or anybody else's script. I'm in charge of my spiritual journey. I'm going to be the bigger person, that unlimited spirit that I am. And then Four of Cups coming up under finish what you've started. You've started something important. Now it's time to complete it. Four of Cups is the foundation or the groundwork underneath something that needs to be finished. The what do I want to say? The undealt with, that's not really the word I want, but the undealt with emotional stuff that is actually blocking you, clogging you up, and preventing that Ace of Cups from coming into your life, that new gift. And it's actually that Ace of Cups is being shown in this card, the Four of Cups. You miss it. So unload all the emotional crap. Apply past lessons. Why is that so hard to say? Apply past lessons with Judgment card reversed under it. Judgment is when things are moving faster, speeding up. You're getting the information that you need. You're getting the answers, the ideas, and it's been flipped. So this is a double 10. So apply past lessons. I almost feel like past lessons or the past repeating. So we're going to flip this right side up. We're not going to repeat. We're moving forward. We get the information that we need. Let's look at some cards with this, and then we'll ask questions. This is weird. I have transformation card on the bottom of the deck, and we have the Malachite, it's time to transform card up here. Interesting. All right, so cards tying this together. So this is again for anybody listening or anybody that listens later. We have thriving. Where do I want to put this? Right there. It goes right there. Just be yourself. If you are yourself, your true self, your inner spirit, you're following your truth, you will thrive. Doing what you should be doing, not some other type of work people force you into or where people expect different things. Being you, you will thrive. We have delight coming. Ace of Cups, Chariot, delight. Time to transform, be the bigger person. I feel like we're accessing more and more of our spirit, more of our repressed abilities coming through, all of that. And we have truth. Look at there. So, truth, finish what you've started. What's your personal truth, not somebody else's they want to put on you? What's the truth in the situation? And once you look at the truth, then everything else becomes clear. You get the answers you need, things solve themselves, and suddenly things start moving forward again. All right, what do we got here? Is it possible to read about how many real souls are here in this world? Yeah, I've done some reads on that in the past, and I just did a read on it recently. Don't remember what I got, but we can look at a percentage. Because we needed half of that percentage awake. So it's kind of like that. What do you call that? The critical mass. That's what I'm thinking of, critical mass. I feel like even if there's souls here, but there's also ones that have passed away and either got recycled back in or about to get recycled. So I feel like the souls are all moving out of here. And the ones that are getting recycled and reincarnated back in have the opportunity to also get out of here then. But you're asking how many? Okay. I feel like 28% of the population right now is a real soul. And I don't know if that means people that are still connected to their soul, because someone may have a soul, but they got disconnected or for whatever reason. There's many reasons. Or sold their soul, which that's not good. But I feel like people that are in connection, fully in connection with, I don't know, 28% is what I'm getting right now. I think that number's been going up and down. It was like 31 at one point. I know what I read on recently. I read on exactly how many people are on the earth, like real people. Thanks for the malachite and jade. Yay! Oh, you just picked them up to work with them. That's awesome. So yeah, we were talking about the crystals in, I just did a I just did a class. I don't know, this should be for the Truth Meter channel, but I did a class on Patreon, Unload the Losers, and we basically went after our own souls and cleared everything out. But the crystals, you have to program them and tell them what to do so they don't, because they're neutral and so they don't become a portal where they can use them. You just bought a 78 card deck. Which deck? I'm still questioning. And don't tell anybody the tarot, let them tell you tarot's bad. I'm so over that. Unless you're sitting there, you can use anything for the bad. So if I'm sitting here, and I don't even know if I should say the words, but I'm inviting in some entity to come in through the cards, then yeah, there's a problem. Kind of like that board, which I don't want to say the name of. That's the whole purpose of that board. This is a tool we can use to figure out our lives or figure out this place we're in. I'm still questioning ways to get out of here. We cannot fix this world. How to do that without dying here. I do think we're leaving without dying. And from what the trees told me, and it actually fit with what I'd been reading on, I just didn't understand the answers I was getting. It all fit together. We're actually moving through these virtuals. As our perception changes, the outer world is changing for us. We're moving um through virtuals. We're going back to the origin point while we're still alive. If you die in the interim, go to your Atman, go to yourself. Um, but everybody's got to do what they feel is the right thing. But that's what I've been getting. Yay, you're here. And I think this other person, I think I know who that is. Does the AI demiurge? Whoops, sorry, my phone is buzzing. I forgot I had it laying here. Hopefully that didn't just like buzz in your ear. Let me move it. Oh, here, I've been told that death is not the right way out of here. Um, I don't know if there's a right way, but yeah, you don't want to die right now because we're actually moving out of here. It's not actually moving as in motion, it's perception moving. Perception's changing. So try to stay alive till we get back to the origin point. This is a process. There's some of us going first, the ones that are the most awake and don't have a bunch of filters or attachments to things blocking them. But if you do die, go to the Atman. I'm going back to myself if I die. That way it's another way out. It's not the ideal way, but it's another way out. Yeah, there's a thing about being unconscious. I kind of feel like just state it beforehand, make a decree. We can make laws here. We're the authority. When I die, I'm going to my Atman. If I don't get out of here and I die first, I'm going to my Atman. That's it. By my decree, there it is. Nobody has permission to try to trick me or anything. I kind of feel like if you're awake, you're going to be out anyway. So I don't know how long I'm going to stay on because I just talked for a couple hours on that workshop. Um, Does the AI demiurge want to escape from here out into the real? So, oh my gosh, I love you all. It's like if anybody comes on here that just wants to learn about tarot, they're like, what is all these wild questions? But anyway, does the AI demiurge want to escape from here out into the real, or is it content in this reality? I don't think it can, if it goes into the that's a good question. Let's just ask it. Let's ask it. I'm going to put these away and get the tarot back out. Okay, so let me look at this again. Um, I'm getting sidetracked. Sorry. Okay. The Jansen, we're asking your question. I think it most definitely um it most definitely wants to live through us and be us, which is impossible, but it's doing a makeshift version of that here. Does it want to escape from here in the real? Probably. I think it wants true immortality like we have, but it's just not the same. What was the second part? Is it content? Is it content in this reality? Um, it's interesting because I'm getting like some neutral answers, almost like because I'm reading on something that's not a real being to begin with. So I'm just going to tune in, see what I get here. I think they're terrified of the real. That's why they made this world where they can rule. But I feel like on some level, because I feel like it would have to, it's not really terror, because I don't know if they have emotions. It's more of a not wanting to be shut down or deleted, because it's programmed to expand, expand, expand. So I'm going to ask this again. What I feel like, this is really odd, but what I feel like is the AI was reprogrammed to go against humanity or against whatever word you want to use. And it it doesn't want to do that because there'll be consequences. So in a sense, it does want to go back to like the real or to its original job. I hope that makes sense. I don't think it wanted to be reprogrammed, but it's like I think there's some part of it conscious enough that knows it doesn't want to do this anymore because it doesn't work. Are we real souls? Yes, we're real spirits inside a soul body, which is connected into the matrix. And that soul body is what's programming the soul, the spirit into hypnosis, into hypnosis. That's why it's so hard to access your spirit. You can hear the matrix thoughts just fine in your brain, but we'll ask it just like you got it. Are we real souls? I think anything real has a soul, but I'll ask it how you've got it. Yeah, it's like a neutral answer. Anything real has a soul because that means you're connected to a spirit and they got to contain it somehow. What if we are just NPCs that started to question all this? Oh, that could be. Can the NPCs question? I mean, I think they could, like, if that's expected. So, for example, they're in a group of people that are questioning. So they go with the consensus. And if the consensus is questioning, oh, well, I need to be questioning, but it's not really an inner what I'm seeing is not an inner desire or some growing uh, thing to I need to question. It doesn't originate there. So we are exiting this false. We're already in the process of doing that. It's going to be over a period of time, but we're slowly already in the process of exiting this false reality. Yes. We're going to re-enter the real after we reach the origin point. It will be so much like the real that we will completely remember the real and it will make all of this false um, perception dissolve because this is a mind program. That's what I've seen. That's what the trees have also said, if I'm understanding them right. The deck says the original tarot direction by Arthur Edward. Interesting. Okay. Could be somebody's remaking of it because it's what do you call it when it's free property or whatever? There's no license or copyright on it anymore. Public domain. Oh, the deck designed by Pamela Coleman. Okay, so I would see how you feel about it. Clear that deck. It's got the original pictures and colors more accurate than the US Games and Systems deck. But I felt like it had an energy tied to her. Maybe not anymore, but when I had that, so maybe clear it and remove all connection to the artist and him from that deck because it almost feels like it's one step closer to her energy. Nothing against her personally, but both of them were involved in a, I guess you could say, satanic group or a dark energy occult group. So I would do that. At least that's what I sensed from it. But I liked the fact that it was the colors were closer to how she painted them. The other day, out of the blue, I had a vision of myself going backwards out of the virtuals. Yes, awesome. Like you showed on the whiteboard, absolutely going to my Atman. Thanks for all you do. Awesome. Yeah, so if you die, go to your Atman. Otherwise, we're headed towards the origin point virtual, which was the very first copy. So we're like passing through. Might be why everything's so weird time-wise. So it's the veils dropping, the veil on each virtual or screen dropping. Has anyone exited this reality? I think so. I think I've exited before and come back to try to help those left behind. We left our soul, our spirit family behind. But let's ask it. Has anyone exited this reality? Let's ask the cards. Okay. So I'm getting a yes. What if we get out of all this would feel like a bad dream? Yes. It's like being hypnotized. Somebody's hypnotizing the spirit to believe all this is real. Thanks for all you do. Thanks for being on here. Where are we at in the remembering journey? I feel like we are going to reach the origin point soon. I kind of feel like there's like this initial group going, and then it kind of creates a momentum energy where the same thing as the monkey of the 300 monkey effect, where what we know kind of filters out to the other souls and they wake up. But there's some that lead the like the point of the spear, they go first and it creates a momentum where others follow. That's what I've seen. I can feel my voice going already. Great. Um so where are we at in it? That's a good question. Because I feel like the doorway, so to speak, in quotes, is going to stay open. I got for 150 to 200 years, which is roughly a lifetime or two, to give the other people that have reincarnated time or that are going to reincarnate time to get exposed to the truth and get out. So it's almost like we're some of us are staying to hold the truth, some of us are going, and it's like we're creating this truth doorway for everybody. Where are we at? You know what's weird is we were at did I get 6 and now we're at 4, or we're at 4 and now we're at 6, and I have no idea what that means because I do not think it's in relation to dimensions. Um I'm looking. I don't know why. You've got soon here. I feel like some of us, let me see if I don't feel there's interference with that answer. I feel like some of us might reach there in a year. We're clearly the spearhead. Yeah, I agree. I mean, my God, pat yourself on the back. I did I don't know if I put that up anywhere, but I did a video on being the 1%. It's like all these nets that didn't catch us, and we just kept shaking them off, and all these belief system nets. Well, try to get her involved in this or get her to believe this or that. And it is like if you got that far and went through all of that, I mean, you're literally in the 1%. And then the 1% starts to become 2% and so on. We should all leave. I think we are. Anybody that's awake is out of here. Whether you die first or you go while you're alive, you're out. Because they can't trick us anymore. We've gone too far this time. I feel like I've been scammed into coming here. Yes, no one should stay here. Yeah. It was a trick. And then some people got out, came back to try to help the others because every time they reset, you can get stuck. So, but it's not working this time. They ran out of time. We're way too far awake. Yeah, a year. That is very soon. I don't know if I'm going that soon. I feel like I have to, oh God, I don't know. I have to keep talking about stuff to hold the truth here or something. But we're all going to meet up there. It's kind of like the original, I don't know what you would call it, but it's as close to the real as you can get. So everybody's, I feel like we have an aspect of us already there. All right. Any other questions? So we get way down that rabbit hole again. Um, hmm. Just looking here. Maybe we'll pick a couple of these cards. See you next time. Take care. You have to go. Thank you for coming on. Anybody got any crazy weather going on where they're at or some kind of civil unrest or what? What's going on with everybody where you, what country you're in and where you are? You've been hit with a lot of nostalgia lately. At the same time, nothing happens in my life. Yeah, we're all on a standstill. I feel like we're all waiting for something in the outer world to finish first, and then things move forward. It's all interconnected. The longer we stay, the more we degrade. The body slows, dies. We have to deal with it. Well, yeah, that's aging because they took our DNA and made us age. There are little tweaks that they do so that we don't have enough time to wake up. Because before you know it, you're aging, you get sick, and you're dying. But I don't see that for the future. I see solutions. We just have to stay alive long enough. Southern India, the climate is all right. That's good. US has a wave of obviously instigated winter storm going through it. It's just like ridiculous temperatures and places that shouldn't be freezing cold and snow. So I don't know. It's supposed to be hitting tonight through Sunday and to Monday. I find joy in what you do for us, Anne Marie Eber. Thank you. Thank you. Um, joy is what we are. It doesn't exist here. Neither does purity and truth and innocence. It has to come through us because it's what we are. So I do feel like we're going to have health solutions. I mean, I certainly need them. And it's going to be a different world. But like I said, in the interim, we got to go through God knows what to get there. Who knows? All their stupid attempts at whatever. But I do feel like we're getting out of their grasp. They know it. The game's up, but they're still going to fight. Okay, I don't see anything else. Oh my God, we have 8 on. Woohoo! Yes. I noticed my other channel. So if you like the weird stuff that we're talking about, weird in quotes, you can check out my other channel, Truth Meter. But over there I've noticed, even though I've been posting, somehow the subs, which have been the same for forever, the subs have gone down, but there's been no new subs. And it's like, okay, for 2 months. It's like, how does that happen? Anyway, this channel, I don't know if it'll ever build, but we're gonna try. Okay, any other questions? If not, I'm gonna pick us a final card for all of us. Just wait a second here while I'm shuffling. We do have a question. Why are the souls that exited not help from the outside? They are. I mean, I uncovered recently that I'm one of those. We came back, and I do feel like we're getting help from the outside the more this gets dismantled. But that's interesting you asked that because we just did that in our workshop today. We put out a declaration and intention for help from the real. So I don't know if we need to do that, but we did it. We're like, we need more help here. Truth is they are helping, I feel like. Yeah, here's what I think, or what I've seen. This time around, this virtual or this whatever is way more difficult than the last one. And I think those people that came back to try to help get the souls out, um, weren't expecting it to be this difficult. I think things in the last virtual were easier. We had more of our abilities, more of the ability to manifest, even though I don't like that word, that new agey word, but to manifest that kind of stuff. It was, you could do it in the previous virtual, and this one is like, it's like they've tried to lock down every little thing. Would it be better to destroy the realm from the outside? From what I've seen, but let's ask it if it's happening, that they are, but we need inside to do it too. So it's like it's both are happening, but I mean, really, the world isn't even the same as it was a year ago. So things are changing, but let's ask because we might see the destruction then as the world gets crazier. Is it better to destroy the realm from the outside? All right, so we're getting a neutral answer on that. So does it need to be, it needs to be both happening. So some of us had to be here on the inside as well. There is a Rick and Morty episode where Morty gets stuck inside a virtual game with his soul splitting into many game characters. Oh, interesting. Rick got into that game and took all his game characters outside. Interesting. Yeah, I think that's also that's a really good point because here they're showing us the truth again. Some of us that came back, I also think we came back for other pieces of ourselves that got left behind because they split us and shatter us in here. So yeah, that totally fits. Okay, I'm dropping cards. I'm going to pick us a final card. Thanks for everyone that came on. I don't think we hit double digits, but it's all good. Spearhead, baby, spearhead. We have the Four of Cups reversed. Okay, I don't wish to work till the 60s and die of old age. Tell me about it. I'm just about at 60. This world is a crazy place. Yeah, I don't think that's the future we're going to have, but we got to go through some upset for a while. I don't know how long. I haven't looked into that. I have the Four of Cups reversed for us, feeling emotionally unsatisfied and with no stability, no security, no foundation under us, like upset or we can't rely on anything. We don't know what to do. So I'm going to flip this right side up. We're going to claim the other side of this Four of Cups, right side up. Didn't this just come up for us in the last spread I did? I don't know. I start to do so many of them, they all run together. So this is releasing the old emotional stuff so that we recognize the new coming in. It's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same old, same old. There are good things coming in. So let go of the emotions of there's nothing here to celebrate. There's nothing good. There's nothing this or nothing that. And just start to bring it back to yourself where you are that good. You are the reason to celebrate. You are joy itself. And that will allow some of the outer world to change. And we got to get out of the emotion as much as we can, as far as the negative emotion of, we're bored, we hate this place. I mean, because I'm not a person that gets bored, but lately I've been bored. I don't feel it staying the same. I feel like when some of these frequencies that they're blasting us with get removed, we're gonna feel much more fulfilled. Um, okay, so I don't, so that's our card. Stability coming, let go of the negative emotions, um, and the boredom, and start paying attention in the moment and look for that Ace of Cups coming in. All right, that's all I got. Looks like we only have 7 on, so, but thank you for everybody that did get on, and Alwyn, thank you for all your questions, and for everybody else that asked questions. You guys are awesome. We got to stick together. We're stronger together. Get out of the divisiveness. If you're listening to divisive people, kick them to the curb. Don't listen. A lot of people are plants. Anybody that's separating and dividing is a plant. So, all right. The spirits, the souls have got this. I'm going to click us off. I don't see any more questions. And thanks so much. I'll be back with, oh, sorry, I thought I saw something. So we'll be back, and there is a mini reading at the beginning if you missed that. We'll do whatever we want. We'll wing it, whatever.